we doing, everybody? I'm back with a stand-up video for you. A stand-up video. You know why? Because this is a Team Talk product review. Product review on a product that was sent to us, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Here it is right here. The Epoch lithium battery. The Epoch lithium battery. Props to Epoch for sending us a product to review. Hands down, sent it to Team Marine. I'll give you a little rundown. I had purchased a couple batteries from them, 36 volt, big 36 volt batteries, and did put them in some boats. They were done last year. Great review from the two customers that used them. So I didn't do anything else with them, and they just said, hey, we want to send you a 12 volt, do a product review. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. So that's what they did. They sent us their 12 volt. Here it is. It sits in front of you right here. And basically how this is going to do is just a product review. I'm going to go to shipping, packaging. We're going to talk about appearance. We're going to talk about some features in the battery. We're going to give you kind of just a rundown of the battery. Hopefully, then after the season gets going here, we can get you a product review on the water to go with this. So you'll be able to utilize both the review of the product itself, and then you will get a product review on the water for testing, where we will get people out testing this individual battery, and we'll give you a review back. But this is how this is going to go down. So in front of me, I've got the book that comes with it right here, and then we got some of the stuff that we took offline for the battery. That was it. But starting, let's go with packaging. So it comes in this box right here. Boom, right here, this box. And this is huge, because this is kind of, do they wrap it in paper, or how does it come? It comes really well. It comes basically really well. The box is really well, how do you say, you can't wreck it. It's going to be able to be held together. Nice foam, taken care of, thick cardboard box, really good box. So to start, that's really good. That's a good way to get your package, correct? It's not all beat, kicked, cush corners, everything like that, especially when you're operating with a lithium battery. I'm going to get into this thing in a little bit, this little booklet. I'm just going to do some rundown things of this battery for you, just on what it is. First off, I'm just going to start with appearance. Appearance of the battery, I'm going to rate these on 1 to 10. Is that fine, Jordan? Can I use that? Let's do 1 to 10. Appearance of the battery is probably a 9.5 for me. It's really good. I like the angles of it. I like how things are looking. Easy to see, easy to read. It's got good, when I say read, it comes with everything that you need on the front, telling you about the battery, telling you about max voltage, telling you about amperage, telling you about everything that you need is right here in the front, really. Comes with a nice SKU on the top, and then it's got the danger warning things up here. That's huge when you're talking lithiums, all right? Let's just go into some specs on this battery. So I would say the appearance is a 10 on the or a 9.5. And then let's get to some specs and we'll do some of that stuff. I'd say the packaging itself was probably a 9.5, somewhere in that ballpark, maybe an 8. I don't know if it can get much better, but it's pretty good. I mean, it comes pretty well packed. So this battery we have here is their dual purpose 12 volt 120 amp hour heated. The model number on it is a DP 12v 120AH. That's our model number. So that's just basically what you got going on here. It's a cranking deep cycle. All right, here we go. So we're just going to get into some literature on this thing, just to kind of, I'm going to run this down as quick as I can. It's a group 27. It's coming in as a group 27 dual purpose lithium battery. Internal heating, we talked about that. Advanced BMS. Cranking starting battery at 1100 cold cranking amps, compatible with all outboards manufacturers up to 250 horse. And that says that right on there. So all outboards are cleared, according to Epoch, to run their battery. Okay, they haven't said no to any brand yet. So that's huge for you guys that are watching, that are wondering. Cranking battery at 800 amps. Charge below 60%, 800. Yeah, so it's just talking about charging there, but it's an 800 amp cranking battery. Cold cranking amps 1100. Adjustable high voltage cutoff. So it does have the cutoff of max voltage. That looks like between 14.6 and 15.4 is what we're talking. Peak charge is 165 amps max for 1 minute. So the peak charge is 165 amps max for 1 minute. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does. Deep cycle battery. This is the cool stuff right here. So we're getting into heated. It's a heated battery, so it has internal heating, allowing it for charging in sub-zero conditions. Huge for us up here in the north. So it's a heated battery, allowing it to be charged in sub-zero conditions. Super cold, it's still going to be able to be charged, and you're not going to have any problems. It is Bluetooth. It's Bluetooth capable. Both, it looks like on both platforms. Over-the-air firmware updates through the app. So through the app, you can update your battery. You can update the firmware. Big deal. CAN bus string. Closed loop communications. External battery gauge. One touch screen right up top here. I'll bring that to you in a little bit. We'll talk about that. But it does have a one-touch screen. It's obviously rated for dustproof, waterproof, so it is a waterproof battery. It's dustproof, nothing can get inside. Good deal. Overcharge and over-discharge protection. Overcharge and over-discharge protection. That is huge when we're talking lithium, people. I mean, back in the day, we were all worried about blow-ups and garages starting on fire, houses not being there when you get home. Batteries like this, battery companies now, I think, are really conscious of this stuff. They really don't mess around. Being able to have the overcharge and the over-discharge protection is huge. Overcurrent and short circuit protection also inside the battery, so you're protecting the battery that way. High and low temperature disconnects, another good feature. Max, here we're going to talk about series. Max in series is 4 batteries, 412, which equals 48 volt. That could be crucial coming down the road, because as we build these trolling motors and things are starting to get probably to the peak of 36 volts, they're going to have to change things sooner or later. And sooner or later, we're going to have the 200 pound thrust trolling motor, and that'll probably be 48 volts in time. So batteries like this are already set up to be able to do 48 volts. So that's something that you might want to keep in mind when purchasing batteries. Max in parallel, 16 of these fellows can sit in parallel. 16 can sit in parallel. It's pretty good. 6,000 plus cycle, life and maintenance free. So 6,000 plus cycles you get on this thing. And the cool part here is the warranty. A lot of people talk about warranty with these batteries. Now, I don't know for fact, but I'm sure Epoch will comment on this and talk about this with their warranty, because there's going to be a lot of questions about this. This is a 11-year manufacturer's warranty. 11-year manufacturer's warranty. It is stated they have the highest in the industry, correct, Jordan? That's what they state right on there, that they're the highest warranty in the industry. An 11-year warranty for this battery. Now, that could change. There could be some, you're going to have to, there could be some stipulations after like 5 years. Maybe there's a copay, or maybe after 6 or 8 years, maybe there's a copay. But that, Epoch will probably lay that out a little bit better, probably on this video. Dimensions of this battery, 12.1, 6x6 by 8.3 inches. So you can see it's literally a standard. I got this unhooked here. This is basically your strap that goes over the top, but I unhooked that so we can kind of get a better view of what's going on. So basically it's like a group 27. Those are kind of your rundowns there. I think Jordan's going to list all these on the side, probably over here somewhere. You'll be able to see these, so you can go back and kind of look at them yourself. That'll be huge. But this battery right here, right now, is probably one of the better batteries that I've seen on the market. I can go into some features here besides this stuff. So on top of here, there is a lot of stuff that goes on. It's not just a battery. So the book itself talks a little bit about everything. Talks about all parts that are inside of this and kind of how this battery is laid out. If we look at this battery here, it has a physical on-off switch. We're able to turn the battery on and off. So we push the one button and the battery is on. So that's a good feature. Traveling, any of that type of stuff, worried about it, you want to disconnect it, you can turn it off. Long time storage, you're able to turn it off. You don't have a battery that's searching all the time. It's literally shut down. Big feature. Like we said before, and we said in it, they have the display. They got the check at right here. You can check it and see what condition this battery is in. When you turn it on, you get a green light. It talks about the lights, it talks about maintenance, it talks about everything inside this book on how you can tell how your battery is doing. Here is obviously your positive, negative. Comes with these little rubber boots that are inside of it, which are kind of nice. And then I'm going to open up the bag. This is a bag of basically components that come with this battery. So in this bag is obviously basically your lug set for it to hold down. They just screw right in there. Super nice, super clean, stainless steel, ready to rock and roll. You got one for each side. Obviously the positive and the negative. Another cool feature about this is the link in, link out. So you're able to link batteries together for communication. Another huge feature on this the battery. And this is one of the coolest features that I'm going to talk to you right now about on this battery that I really like as an installer. Is if we take this and kind of tip it on its side here just for a second, so you can kind of see this. I don't know if you can see those spots from back there, but this foot, I don't know, I'm bringing this a little closer. Is that good, Jordan? Can they kind of see that foot? This foot here is designed to get screwed to here, right down into here. So it sits literally on the edge of the battery like that. So when this battery is in the boat, you're able to have it so that that battery will screw down without a strap. So you don't have a strap going, you don't need a battery box, you don't need anything. You're able literally just lock this battery down in the boat. And that's a huge deal because some of these older boats that don't have room for boxes, you're able to put these batteries where you need them to and still screw them down. Whether it be a front compartment, whether it be, because everybody knows that we're starting to use these for house batteries. We're able to just start to put them in the boat. And coming in at 29 pounds, just under 30 pounds, it's not a huge heavy battery. You could put it somewhere and it'll offset. You'll be able to run as a house battery, maybe in your front rod box in front of your console, maybe under a seat, maybe in a back, behind somewhere. You're able to put it somewhere and you're actually able to screw it down to the point where you don't need to put a box in there, and it just saves. It saves on plastic boxes because there's not a lot of boxes out there today that are built for the quality of the batteries that you're spending. This is a huge feature. I really, really like this feature that they did. Another feature is these little clamps that go over the top. They go over the top where the positive and negative are. So you're able to get these down and get everything tightened up on them. And you're able just to set that right on there. Set that on there, just goes just like that. You're able to get your wires to come out the side, they spin around really nice, and they're actually covered up. So I believe it's Coast Guard approved, Coast Guard legal, so you don't have to put your rubber little boots over the top. Big deal, super clean, super nice looking. Another thing about this battery, you look at this battery here, you see a lot going on the top of this battery. We saw this right away and we were like, why isn't there a logo on this? And I'm gonna turn this like this. I don't know if Jordan can see that. Can you see that? Good. That silver strap that's right there. That right there is something that you need to know. This is basically, it dispenses heat. It's designed to basically allow the heat to get out. It says right in this manual not to touch that while in operation or charging. So it's allowing the heat to come out. So it's a heat distribution panel, which is super cool. There's maybe one thing I probably would have put on here is do not touch on top of the battery. You know, just do not touch during use or doing charge or something like that. But it is designed to dissipate the heat. You see this right here in the front. That's another great feature about the battery. It's literally a pressure relief valve. So it's a pressure relief valve. So the battery decides to form a bunch of pressure, it'll weep out of there, which is huge in the lithium world. It's got a ton of features. I mean, it'd be here for days. It's got the running light. It talks about how it's doing, so you can literally just click it, check the run. It's got a run alarm. I think it's going to let you know when it's getting down, but then of course you got the app. It should probably warn you to the app. There's a bunch that you can do about it. Obviously you got the strap that comes with it, which is fully removable, so you don't even have to have the strap after you get it in the boat. You're able to just take the strap right off, put that where you want to. Then you even got a cleaner look. You got a nice clean look for the battery inside the boat. The on-off switch is what we talked about. Let's just see what they say about the power switch. When the battery is not being used for a long time, it can be completely disconnected to reduce self-combustion, or self-consumption. So you're able just to turn it off. You just turn the battery off when you're done. Long travels, you're starting to go fish tournaments and tour, boom, turn it off. Talk about the line in, line out, link in, link out. It's basically battery to battery communication, battery to external communication. So it's battery to battery communication, so like probably the app understands what's going on battery per battery, to like externally to the app and or to a meter or something along those lines. You're able to link these batteries so you can see how they're all doing in one fell swoop. It's really, you should really have this printed out for them, but they can't. But Because even here, like, it tells you about all of the colors of this, what it's doing, the stage that it's at, gives you all the info you need to know about that. Yeah.
We'll link that PDF in the description.
There you go. That's why we got Jordan here. He's going to link it right in the description. You can click on the PDF and boom, you can see it for yourself. You can go in there and read it right with the battery. It says engineered in the United States. I believe, now you can't hold me to this. I know they're built here in the US. They're engineered in the US. I don't know I shouldn't say built. They're engineered here. I don't know that they're built here. I don't know where they're built. China, something like that. I don't know. That's something that they'll probably comment on, or you can probably even find it in their literature, probably on their website, actually. But in the scheme of things, this is probably one of the nicest lithium batteries that I've had my hands on for a 12-volt battery. Their 36 that we had was a little big for me, but we were fortunate enough to be able to put it in a couple boats that it worked really well. A Nitro and a Champion 203, if you can believe it. It actually slid right in and fit right in where it needed to go. So they worked for both of those boats. Now those guys that had those batteries say that it's a rock star. You can't beat it. I think at the end of the day, when I come to complaints about this battery, it's this thing right here, the manual itself. And when I say that, just for example, a maximum of 4 batteries can be used in series before connecting the batteries in series A multi-MIT. So instead of putting meter, we put multi-MIT, and then we put the over here. So and like down here you got yo can you also, it's you, but the U is literally over here, and you see the E, you see that needs to get fixed, I think. Us as Americans don't track well enough to understand that. So that's literally my only complaint about this whole thing that was shipped to us is this thing right here. This needs to get relooked at, and we should fix that.
That's getting made in China, for sure.
Yes, that's definitely coming out of China. So, I mean, Fro is there, real. So they may not even know it, but they'll probably know it now after this, that you guys need to fix this, so Americans can like read it and do what they need to do. But at the end of the day, I think the battery itself, made by Epoch, is a very good battery. Like I said, we were able to get 236s out in the field and being used, and they've been rock stars. Don't know anything about the 12s yet, but we're going to definitely put them to the test for you guys and see how we like it. But like I said, overall, I would say an overall in this battery is probably a 9 out of 10 right now. When we say that the whole scheme of packaging, appearance, features, how the quality of like the amps, the voltage, and all that stuff, and then obviously the manual and how things are doing. This feature right here is big time. That's a big time thing for I mean, even for like flat bottoms and stuff like that. You want to be able just to screw it down or whatever. Everybody's got busted battery boxes or battery holders in their boat, and this just fixes all that. It really is a good deal. And they simply just screw on. There's some screws that come with it right there. I don't know if you can even see those, but they're little Phillips head screws, already beveled to go into there. Just a good feature. But the dual purpose cranking deep cycle battery by Epoch. You got the website somewhere? It's right here, epochbatteries.com, but I'm sure that'll be linked somewhere in this video. You'll be able to see it. So take your time and go look at this battery. Go look at the company. Go check out their website. Go check out what they do. I think in general, I think you'd be really happy. Their customer service, from what I understand, is really good. I haven't had to deal with anything yet. I only talked to him one time. Retail price on this battery is $799, so $800 for this battery. And you can pick it up and go try it out in your boat and see. Like I said, 29 pounds, just coming in just under 30 pounds. Quite the investment, $800, but 11 years over it. If it's a full 11 years, 800 over 11 years, that's pretty cheap battery if you think about it. And that's the best way to look at it. If you're getting 11 years of warranty and I spent $800, probably gonna be okay. So, charger wise, I'm sure they're rated for like a NOCO. They sell their own chargers, I know that, but I'm sure they're rated for a NOCO, and I'm sure they're rated for, Chad, we put them in Coda on here too, haven't we not? on the lithium. Like the Precisions have the lithium feature now, and the NOCO we're very happy with. Very happy with how the NOCO is doing it with lithium. I think almost every battery company out there is recommending NOCO. So I mean, if you have a NOCO battery charger, you probably can just hook right up to this. I'm still not a fan of the battery companies' chargers. They just don't seem to live up to the abuse and the. I really haven't found one that I'm happy with. We've done Monster, we've done Lithium Pro, we've done Dakota, we've done these guys, we've done Iconic, we've done a bunch of different brands, and I still to this day cannot find a good charger that coincides with the company. When it comes to cheap, that's the cheapest part that looks like to me. They're just not designed for boats where like a NOCO charger is and a Minn Kota charger is. But definitely take a look at them. I hope you enjoyed it. And they just sent it to us. They just literally reached out to us and said, we're going to send you a battery, do a review. So that's what we did. 9 out of 10 I'm going to give them. I love the appearance, love the look, I love the features. I think the battery itself it's a great battery. It feels stout, it feels really good. It feels like it's ready for action, and I definitely love this, being able to screw it right to the bottom of the boat. So yeah, besides that, this thing here needs to be addressed because that'll piss a guy off. But at the end of the day, Epoch definitely did a A+ on the battery, I would say. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Go check them out. Go check out Epoch. Go check out their battery. There's a link somewhere in here. And while you're out there just buzzing through the interweb, make sure you get over to our webpage and make sure you get a look at our blackout merch. It's really doing well. It's got kind of this style theme. And I appreciate all the support you did with the merch, and I love it. Get on there, click, get yourself a gift. Talking about the last video, we talked about the Classic, correct, Jordan? We talked about the Classic. A lot of responses on that, and if you guys would hold up to your end, we could probably make that happen. We could make that happen. There's a ton of people that said, yeah, go. So if that lives up to it, and maybe we'll do that. Another good thing, we just kind of got an invite to a podcast. Really? I mean, like a podcast stuff. That I think we're going to do that. I'm pretty sure we're going to confirm that. Yeah, it's things are happening. It's because of you guys. It's because of you guys sharing and talking and communicating and being the word for the marine industry. So I'm thinking that the Classic thing might this might be a podcast review. Maybe we'll say yes or no on a podcast with these guys because it's all fishing and stuff, and we'll be more informed with that probably next week. We'll let you know what the podcast will be. We'll get that on there so you'll know to listen up to that. But Epoch Batteries, I appreciate you for doing what you did, sending us a review. We're happy to do it because it's definitely a quality product I'm pretty proud of. That's it. At the end of the day, I hope everybody at Epoch is going to say, speed, money, no brakes. I am out. See ya!